Have you ever been out to dinner and had such a great experience that a certain waitress gave you that made you want to come back again? Or maybe you had a horrible experience with a waitress that made you never want to return to that same restaurant. It's pretty easy to ensure that someone has the best dining experience possible when they go out to eat, and a waitress can either have a positive or a negative influence on that. It all depends on how they greet the table as they walk in the door and how they take care of them throughout the night. If a certain waitress is just there to pass time and make money and does not enjoy her job, then the customer is probably not going to have the best experience with her or him. If a server is there because they genuinely like customer service and have a good time at the restaurant, then you can probably ensure that the guest is going to have a great time because the server likes what they're doing. I've waitressed for many years at many different places, and a lot of my bosses know that my customer service personality makes for a great dining experience because I like to have fun with the customers and I'm always pleasant. No matter what's going on at home, I leave that at the door. Now that I've shared about both kind of waitresses, let's talk about how we greet a table as they walk in the door. It is important to greet a guest as soon as they walk through the door. Even if you're busy with other tables, say hello to them and smile and let them know that you know that they're there. That'll make them feel a little bit more comfortable and make it easier to take care of them even if you're busy with other tables. And sometimes it helps them become more patient because they know that you know that they're there even if the restaurant's super busy. They like knowing that they're noticed and that they'll be tended to in a timely manner. After your customers have sat down at their table, make sure to greet them again and introduce yourself. A big part of a good waitressing experience is letting your customers know who's serving them. You want to take their drink order as soon as possible and offer any appetizers or anything that you like on the menu or the specials for the night. You want to get the customers' drink orders in a timely manner, no more than 3 to 5 minutes, because if it takes any longer than that, they feel like they're going to be waiting forever for everything all night. Bring the guests their drinks, and if someone ordered an alcoholic drink and you're waiting on the bartender to get it, bring them over a glass of water and let them know it'll be a few minutes because the bar is backed up. Talk to them about the menu items and ask them if they still need a few minutes. By the time their alcoholic drink is ready, they might be ready to order or at least put in appetizers. Give the table their alcoholic beverages and ask them if they're ready. If not, give them a few more minutes and just look at the table from a distance or walk by and see if they're tentatively still looking at their menus. They don't want to be bothered that much or ask too many questions if they don't know what they're having. People like time to decide and not feel rushed with what they're going to order to eat for the night. Once they put their orders in, you want to keep checking on the table and make sure they have their drinks filled because it may seem like it's taking a while to get food, especially if the restaurant's busy. But knowing that you keep refilling their drinks knows that you're still paying attention to the table and that you're going to be ready for when their food comes up, so they'll have it as soon as it hits the window. Once the food's delivered, you want to give them a little bit of time to taste their food and make sure they like everything and that everything came out correctly. Fill their drinks one more time once they get their food, and then give them time to enjoy it. You don't want them to feel like you're hovering over them or bothering them too much. People like time to enjoy their meal. They go out to eat to enjoy time with their family and friends, so you want to give them that time. After you've given them a little bit of time to eat their meals and bond with their family, check on them again and see how they're doing. If they seem to be getting full or putting their forks down, then you want to ask them if they want any dessert, and if not, if they want boxes to take their food home in. Grab them their boxes and ask them how they would like their check. If they want one check for the whole table, or if they want them split into separate checks. Just let them know none of it's a problem. Bring them their check and give them a few minutes to get their credit card or their cash payment out. So They also don't feel like they're being rushed out the door just because they're done with their food. They want to feel like they have time to hang out with their family and finish their drinks if they want. Process their credit card payment or their cash and bring it back to the table and let them know that you enjoyed serving them and to have a good night and that you hope to see them back there again. Now that you see how simple it is to be a good waitress, let's review the steps on how to let your customers enjoy their dinner. I explain about how to greet your table and how to quickly deliver drinks and be timely with all your services. You always want to have a smile when waiting on your tables, no matter what else is going on. They want to feel like they're welcome and that they're not making your night miserable just because they decided to come out to eat. Remember not to hover over the table, which could overwhelm them or make them feel like you're pushing them out the door. That's the last thing you want. They want to feel comfortable when they're out to eat and feel like they have time to eat and enjoy time with their family. Now that you know all these things, if you're going to waitress, you can ensure the best possible outcome for your customers' dinner. Is there any questions?